What is today all about?
Today is about celebrating these young men and women who, and not all real young, we've got all kind of people here, but celebrating their accomplishment, finishing up the academy.
What type of officers, what type of recruits are you seeing come through?
Amazing ones. We're seeing people with a lot of life experience. You see all the children and stuff, they have families, they have other responsibilities, a lot of construction workers, people from the medical field, people from fire. So people that are making changes in their lives because they want to be a part of the solution.
How long of a process is it to go through?
720 hours, so 4.5 months.
And what do you learn when you're going through this training, the 720 hours?
So much, and people think you learn about report writing. They think we just come here and teach them how to shoot, drive, and fight. Report writing, how to interact with people, crisis intervention training. So a lot of different things that people don't even think about that officers have to learn.
From where you stand, why has it been such a challenge? And this has been a nationwide challenge, not a local challenge, to get new officers into police departments.
I think that there's a lot of hype about people not liking police officers, and I don't find that to be true. Yeah, there's some people that don't like police officers, but there's some people that don't like a lot of people. And I think the majority of people recognize that it's necessary to have police officers in our communities. Now, they want to talk about what kind of police officers they want. I think they want the ones that we're graduating, people that have some life experience, people that just care about their communities. More and more officers are living in the communities that they actually serve. And I think that's a bonus.
So you are seeing people come through the academy who've never been an officer before, or doing it later in life, I should say.
Yes, we are seeing that a lot. People that have gone through a full career and then decide they want to make a change. And they always say they want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. They want to be a bigger part of their community. They want to serve. And I always ask them to remember that on their worst day. You got to remember that, because every day is not going to be a perfect day. A lot of days aren't perfect, but they can make them better.
I know I've heard in the course of the last 5 years, not only on the local level but a national level, in order to boost staffing, you have to have capacity at training centers like this one.
Yes.
Where does Washington State now stand in terms of having the capacity to get officers into departments?
So for lack of a better word, and to be really adventurous, perfect. We are perfect in this state right now. We don't have a wait time, so if you want to get into the academy, we can get you into a class probably within 30 to 45 days. And it takes about that long to onboard officers in their respective departments. But we have a seat if they've got the people. And so having those regional academies has shored us up a lot, but we're training about 300 people right now today in the state of Washington, because all of our academies have a class, and then we have 6 classes here on this campus.
So you can get 300 officers trained and ready in what, a course of a few months?
4.5 months.
4.5 months. So where does that stand, or how do you correlate that with what was going on maybe 2 or 3 years ago?
So 2 or 3 years ago, we had probably about an 8 to 10 month wait before the regional academies opened up. And that was really painful, because on this campus we train 600 recruits annually. And if you have only 600 and you think about how many vacancies Seattle Police Department has and a lot of the other agencies, we're not going to make a dent in it. But when we started opening up the regional academies, and that did 2 things for us. Not only did it shore up our wait list, it also got more people interested that maybe didn't want to come to beautiful Burien and go to training. Maybe they wanted to stay close to home. Maybe they needed to stay close to home. Single mothers, people that are caring for elderly parents or grandparents, people that are the only English-speaking person in their family. They can't come to Burien and just stay here for 4.5 months. And so now opening that up, we've opened doors for people that wanted to do this work, but they wouldn't have done it before.
Anything else you wanted to add before I ask you just some technical stuff off camera?
Yeah, I'm really excited about what we're doing here. I'm excited on the first day and the last day. Graduations do not get boring for me for whatever reason, and we have a lot of them. Like, I've got a graduation today and a graduation on Thursday down in Vancouver. And I'm all over the state to go to the different graduations and all of the first days. And I just think they're that important.